Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. I'm really happy to have you here today. So in today's video, I'm going to be working in my kitchen. I'm going to be doing a kitchen decor refresh for the summertime. It's been a long winter here. We have been in what feels like lockdown forever. Yes, we are still in lockdown. So none of the stores are open. So it just feels like a good time. It's a beautiful day. It's just a good time to open the windows and bring in that nice summer breeze and start to refresh for summertime. Now I'm also excited because I want to change up where my coffee station is. It's in a very small location. I've had it there for a number of months now, probably over a year, and it's a tiny spot, so I'm thinking of moving it to a different location in my kitchen. So we'll have to see how that works out. I'm excited to try it. I have an idea in my head. Now whether I can make that idea work is yet to be seen, but I want to change it up and just move it around a little bit. So without any further ado, let's get to redecorating, refreshing my kitchen for the summertime. First, I'd like to show you a quick glimpse of some of the items I've pulled from around my house that I might be using in my kitchen. This towel I got at Easter time and it's perfect. It's yellow and white check. And then just some florals and some greenery. I picked up some lemons recently from Michael's through their click and collect because we can't go into stores. So just a lot of yellows and greens, and of course these beautiful little lemon towels from the Dollar Tree. So that's I think you can kind of see where my head is going for this kitchen refresh. And now just a quick glimpse of the state of my kitchen currently. It's not bad. I just need to clean it up a bit. I have already done a deep clean of it. So it's really just putting things away, moving things off the counter, and just doing a quick cleanup around just so I can get started on it. I'm not going to touch that corner. That's my husband's corner and he likes it that way. This is a look at my current state of my coffee station. You can see it is a small space, so I'd like to move it and try it somewhere else in the kitchen. But basically it's just a quick tidy up and start to put everything back together. And through the magic of editing, here's my kitchen now. Things are cleaned off the countertops, and now I'm just going to spray them down quickly and give them a wipe. I did want to mention that my Cuisinart is a new item in my kitchen, and I had thought about putting it over in the corner where the coffee station was, but all my baking supplies are in a cupboard right underneath, so I'm going to leave it where it is, and it works really well there, so there's no point in changing that up. These pretty yellow mums were a gift on Mother's Day, so I decided to use them in this little basket I had in the house just to try and cover up that little pot that they came in. And they were a sort of jumping off point for this kitchen refresh because I just loved the color of them, and they're so big and bright and beautiful, and I loved the way they looked in the kitchen. So I just placed them in the corner of this island. And here now I'm just going to work on my little vignette by the sink, and I've used this picture for a number of months now with the white tulips in it, and I love it. But I wanted to spruce it up a little bit and just add in some extra florals that had a little bit more of the yellow and the white in them. And I am in love with the way this turned out and ended up looking. So to finish the look off here around the kitchen sink, I just added a couple of lemons into the little candle holder that's at the base of the pitcher. And now I'm going to move over to where my coffee station used to be. And what I decided to do here is make this more of our fruit station. So that way, hopefully the fruit won't be in direct sunlight from the kitchen on the other side where I used to keep it. And maybe it'll keep it fresher a bit longer. And I also thought it would be a perfect spot to display my Magnolia Table cookbook. So that's all I'm going to do here is just place this pretty yellow bowl with some fruit in it and just try to make a pretty little vignette here. I then realized I'd forgotten about the other side of my stove with my crock with all my utensils in it. So I went back over here and all I'm doing is just purging out some of the utensils that we don't use too often and put those away and kept out the ones that we do use on a daily basis. Then I'm just going to add back in my cutting board and I'll probably add in my towel ladder here just to try and tie it all together. So I'm just going to play around with this area and see what I can come up with. And now I'm going to move over to where I want to put my coffee station, and it is on the counter exactly opposite where I had it before. And I do use this area, during the holidays to kind of add to my coffee station. So I thought this would be the perfect spot for it. And I brought in this riser that I made well over a year ago because I thought I would use it to put some of the stuff on, and then I added an extension cord because all the cords couldn't reach over to the plug. So now I'm just going to play around with different ideas and cross my fingers that my my vision of my coffee station will come to fruition. If you have a question about where anything is from, be sure to leave a comment down below and I'll be happy to try and answer as many as I can. Most of this stuff, I would say all of this stuff, are items that I've already had in my house and I've used during other holidays. So my Ray Dunn canisters are from my Home Sense store. The little cutting board is from IKEA, and the riser I did make. But if you're seeing anything else that I've forgotten to tell you where it's from, just leave me a comment down below. So I decided to change up using my cream and sugar Ray Dunn items. I just wanted something a little different here, a little lighter, a little summery looking, and I was a little tired of the overall look, so I thought, why not use these? I never use them, so I thought it would be a pretty way to freshen up the space. Then I just added some greenery in and some pretty little yellow picks that I had, and I think it looks so sweet. Now I'm going to move over here to the other counter on the other side of my kitchen, and yes, we keep the dog food up on the counter along with his treats. It's just easier for us. And yes, my husband does like the toaster out on the counter. If I could, I would put it away, but that's just not going to happen. So I've just put it back where it is. And as I mentioned earlier, the Cuisinart is a new purchase from my husband for Mother's Day, and I love this machine. So I'm just going to leave it out on the counter, even though it's red. You know what? It was a beautiful gesture on his part, and I just love it. And then I thought, to tie in with the yellow, I'll just add in a couple, one of these towels that I got from IKEA. And then I did love the other IKEA towel. It had a slight white pattern in it, and I decided to change it up over here next to the stove. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, but in the end, I was so happy I switched out that checkered yellow towel and placed it here with the lemon towels. I think the IKEA towel was just more subtle up on the counter, and I loved the way it looked. And these two tied in so much better, the brightness of the yellow check and the lemon towels. So now I'm going to work on the kitchen table, and my plan here was to really just keep it fairly simple. It is only my husband and I at home right now, and I didn't want the table to be too cluttered as I have done in previous videos for different holidays. I did pick up a couple of new items. I wanted to add a little bit more texture, like this really cute napkin holder I got from IKEA, and then some new placemats, which I actually found at my local grocery store. And that was about it. Everything else I had, and I just wanted to keep it fairly simple and fairly light and airy feeling. So the great thing about these placemats is that they are for the outside. So, you know, when we want to eat out on our patio table, I can just take those out and grab my tray from the middle with all our napkins and salt and pepper, and we can just place it all on the table outside. I did want to add something fun to the napkins, and recently a company called Totally Dazzled reached out to me, and they asked if I would be interested in receiving some of their napkin rings. And since my daughter will be getting married this year, I thought, hey, why not try some of these? These might be perfect for a wedding. So they sent me these, so thank you very, very much. And I just love the way they looked on the table. They just added just a little sparkle, and just I really liked the way it finished off the table. And there is a link to their website down in the description box in case you're interested in checking out what they offer. And the last part of my kitchen is this vase that I have in the corner of my kitchen behind my table. And I just thought I'm going to add in some yellow flowers into here to bring that yellow all the way through the room. And now here's a look at the completed kitchen, and I am loving the pops of yellow in the room. I never thought I would use so much yellow in one space, but it has brought such a cheerfulness and a summery feeling to the kitchen, and I am loving it. Walking into the kitchen now just brings me so much joy. It's so cheerful with all the pops of yellow and the greenery around. It just looks just like summertime in the kitchen. And I think this has to be one of my favorite items in here. Adding the extra florals to the picture with the tulips was exactly what this needed. And it looks like a fresh summer bouquet here. Let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite section of the kitchen? Do you have a favorite? I'd love to hear what you think of this transformation. I do have to say I love where I have put the coffee station. It is such a nice change from having it in that small spot, and it's really working well for us. The one change I did make since filming is I did take out the riser, and I've just put everything else on the counter, and it does look really cute like that. Thank you so much for stopping by and spending some of your time with me. I hope this inspired you to look around your house at a room and start to bring in those warm, beautiful, sunny vibes into your home. I am loving this. And if you enjoyed this video, I would love it if you would give it a big thumbs up and share it with any friends and family who you think might enjoy it. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you join me and my little growing family here. I love sharing my passion for my home decor and DIY projects and everything in between. So be sure to subscribe, and don't forget to hit that gray bell so that you're notified each and every time I upload a new video. And until I talk to you in my next video, guys, I hope you have a great week. Bye.
It's 2 a.m. and I can't fall asleep, 'cause I'm not tired. I'm thinking about the days we used to shine when we were young. I told you that we should start a band and reach for the sky.